right, hello and welcome everybody. Welcome here to Heart of a Hobbit here on the LOTRO Twitch channel. I am your host for the day. I'm Little Redhead, and I will be taking you around the Farmer's Fair, which is one of the festivals that is happening here on Lord of the Rings Online. Throughout the year, they have, various festivals, and right now is the Farmers Festival, which is also been wrapped together with what was the previous Summer Festival. So there are a lot of goodies and a lot of things you can do. So you can earn so many tokens, it's crazy. So that is what I've been doing for the last week or so, or however long, yeah. So this is we're just into the second week, and it started on either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. They always start on Tuesdays or Wednesdays usually. Yeah, I think this one may have started on a Tuesday now that I think about it. Anyway, so yeah, so about the last 7, 8, 9 days, I've been collecting tokens here on Treebeard, which is a new server in the LOTRO server family. So I am going to take us to, I'm going to use my little hunter port and take us to my campsite, which is on the hill. Because first thing I want to do is there are races, and there are deeds associated with these races. And so I want to keep working on that. Okay, so here I am, and I'm gonna run down the hill just a little bit to these two horses, which are like an instant port to where I wanna go. So I'm gonna start at the Keg Race, which will help me work on this deed called Much Drinking, Much Running. Let me put that up here so you can see it. And so basically, I need to, make sure it's not a Hobbit. Okay, that's not a dwarf. So the dwarves are going to line up here in a second. I'll show you. And in order to win, to finish this deed, I need to select each one of the 4 dwarves that race periodically, and each of them needs to win 3 times. And so far, I've got 1, 1, 1, and 2. So I've got a ways to go. We are not there yet. We're not even close. And the reason is because in order to open up this quest, this deed that I'm working on, you had to finish a previous deed. So that's why I haven't gotten hardly anywhere, because you have to first finish a lucky day at the races. So you'll notice that there are 8 names here. And 4 of those, the first 4, are hobbits. And then the second 4 are dwarves. So there's 2 separate races. There's this dwarven keg race, as they call it, where they go around and they take a drink from a keg, and then they either walk really slow or they're like, aha, that gave me some extra energy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And so there's that happening. And so they go around 1 lap, and whoever gets back first is the winner. And then over on the Hobbit side, at like a little Hobbit village, there's like these cute little hobbits are running around, and it's much eating, much running. And so they're running around, they go to a table and they're like, nom, 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 nom. And then they, get up and then they run to the next table. And it's the same thing. They're either like, oh, I'm so full, or, oh yeah, they gave me extra energy, I'm gonna run. So you have to win once, at least once, with each one of those 4 hobbits and 4 dwarves in order to finish a lucky day at the races. Once you finish that, then it opens up these other deeds. There's 2 of them. Much drinking, much running, with the 4 dwarves. And then much eating, much running, which I am so close. I just need 1 more of the hobbits. The reason why I'm so much further on with the hobbit run than I am with the dwarf one is because I kept picking the wrong dwarf for that first quest for the lucky day at the races. And so I had all the hobbits done, and it took me forever to get through the dwarves. But each time I would come, I would do a dwarf race, and then I would go do a hobbit race. So every win I was getting in the hobbit races was counting towards this deed. So that is nice. I'm very glad that they include like some of your previous progress. So I kind of had a little, leg up going into this. Racing, leg up. Hey, hello, welcome, Snow Wolf. You haven't done the Farmer's Fair yet on Treebeard. You've been questing so much. That's awesome. Well, since it's brand new, since Treebeard, I should say, is brand new, right? I figure there's so many cosmetics and so many housing items that I want to make sure that I grab, because I don't have them from previous, because I haven't been on here previously. So I'm trying to stock up on everything. So actually, it's really quite funny. I have, let's see if I can grab it real quick. I have a spreadsheet where I keep track of all the goodies after. And I'll drag that over here. You guys will see it. So this is my festival goodies spreadsheet. And so you can see, I've got oops, I didn't mean to maximize that. I've got the Treebeard column. So that's cosmetics. And you can see all those are all previous festivals. So here we are. And so these were all the cosmetics that I wanted to get here on Treebeard before, before the festival was over. And so that's this whole list here of all these things. So I've gotten, there's like 3 things that I'm still outstanding that I haven't picked up, just because I was looking for them earlier and I couldn't find them. I don't know why. Because a lot of times what I do is I kind of put together my shopping list and then I come back and then I actually do the shopping, So that was coming back to my shopping list and I couldn't remember where I found those things. So, hey, Red Baron, good evening to you. All right, so the quest is up. Our quest giver is up. So as you see, I need Colmar twice more, Lar twice more, Signar twice more, and Otto only once more. So we're gonna keep trying Otto. So I'm gonna pick up this thing. He says, here for the festival, are you? Well, as you may know, our main event is the Keg Hopping Race. The contest shall pit 4 drunken sots, that is to say, fine and upstanding dwarves, in a fight to the finish. The finish line, that is, we don't let those fellows anywhere near axes or other sharp implements until they've had a chance to sleep it off. Pick a likely looking contestant and let's see if you got an eye to spot the winner. All right, so we then talk to him again and we're like, yes, we would like to see Otto win. So He's like, well, good day to you. It is often said that there's nothing better than fine summer weather, though it is a little balmy for my taste this time of year. I am sweltering where I stand. These lazy summer days can drag on, which is why we look forward to the festival events. This year, inhabitants of Thorns Hall are racing to finish the keg hopping race event as quickly as possible. Who do you think will win? If you want to know a little secret, Otto is undoubtedly the strongest candidate. I do not think I've ever seen him without a mug in his hand. Just between you and me, he is as stout a dwarf as there ever was. So we are going to hope that he wins. Now, if he wins, I will be able to talk to that race master again, and I'll get 10 festival tokens for that, which is pretty neat. If he loses, I can open the consolation present, which will have like 1, 2, or 3 festival tokens in it. Oh, thanks for the freebie there, Red Baron. So if you are looking for Battle Potion of Restoration, you can get 5 of those for free with the code there that he put in there, Kampftrank. And as he also put in there, today is, Mubot tells us, today is Thursday. It is Thursday. Hello, Thursday. And we had French Girl Gaming, was on about 12, 14 hours ago. I am Little Redhead. And we have coming up later on, Eldaleth and Epic Ogre. So got a bunch of folks coming in. We're kind of dotted all over on the 24 hours that would be the day of Thursday. So Mama Bird, new player, just started on Treebeard. Well, welcome. Welcome, Mama Bird. I hope you are having fun. If you have any questions about LOTRO in general, I've been playing for 2.5 years now. I am very much a festival junkie, so I can speak reasonably eloquently about festival stuff. And then also, you know, LOTRO in general, I know a few things also. So, I have some consumables I'm working on. This one is Saffron's lipstick. So let me blow a kiss to this unsuspecting victim here. They are now with the effect Saffron's Kiss, which is you can taste rectangles and smell the color magenta. Isn't that special? All right, so the dwarves are off. They are running. It's a big circle. Here, we can follow them for a minute. Because Otto, get your butt in gear. This way, this way, this way, this way. Come on, buddy. I need you to win. And we'll point at where we're supposed to be going. Go that way. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Keep going. So there's these kegs along the route, and they stop and they have a drink, and then they're like, oh, I don't know if I can go on. Or they're like, oh, that gave me some vigor. Dude, Otto, you are getting your hiney kicked here by Lar. Leg it, Lar. He's like legging it. Oh, Otto, you're not going to win. All right, I'm just going to go back around and prep myself for that consolation present. All right, so you go around the racetrack, and here we are back at the beginning. Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of getting some help with festival things, I did prep a few items. So Fibro Jedi is a Lord of the Rings player, and he also plays Star Wars, and yeah, he definitely enjoys gaming and stuff, and he has fibromyalgia, so that's where the name came from. So this is his main page here at fibrojedi.me.uk, and in fact, if I put this here, he always has really great festival guides. So like if you go to Lord of the Rings here, LOTRO, and you go to festival guides, he's got guides for all over, and he started putting together cosmetic guides as well. So what we would probably want to look at, oh yeah, the Farmer's Fair Guide. Mounts, cosmetic, and other summer rewards. So he will show you what's the new stuff, and also walks you through the different, you know, what's going on, why are there fishing at this one? This one has a lot of fishing. What's a quest wrapper? Where do you pick those up? Where do you find the quests? And how do you do the quests? So he's got a lot of great information on his website there. So I wanted to make sure I share that with you all. And I've put the link there in the chit chat. Okay, while we were doing that, we probably lost the race. Yeah, we did. And so now I am going to leave the Dwarven racing thing. It will be available for me to do again in an hour. So that's why I wanted to do that early on in the stream, because we'll be back. We might be able to get it in one, maybe two more times this day while we're all here together. So, gonna do the same thing with the Hobbitses, and the only one I'm missing is Birdie. So we're gonna see if Birdie can win. We'll find out. All right, so there we go. Yeah, so here we are waiting, and I'm gonna send somebody an unsuspecting kiss. Ha ha! Now she is wearing a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So that is the shimmering breeze dress, and normally it comes in like kind of a gold color, but you can dye it, and so you can see that they have dyed it red. So that looks very striking. I like that. And then, oops. Uh-oh. Hold on. I pushed the wrong button. There we go. And then the mantle she's wearing across her shoulders there, that is from either the Midsummer Festival or the Spring Festival. It was when the Red Maid was. So I think that's Spring Festival. And then this is the hat from this current festival, I believe. And they've gone and dyed it red. So that is really nicely done. Now, if you ever want to know what somebody's got going on, you can, if you click on them, you can click on Inspect down here at the bottom of this menu. So you right click and hit Inspect. And I can take a look, and it shows me like what's their equipment outfit, which most people don't show, aren't wearing as they're running around, you see. But you can click on, and it will show you their other outfits that they have ready to go. And that is this one that they are wearing right now. Now it does show me some of the other stuff, like if they're carrying something, but they've got that turned off in the actual walking around. It does show that to me, so I think that's kind of funny. It also shows that she's carrying a harp, and the visual has it going right through her body, so that's kind of silly. But anyway, you can see that she's wearing the Shimmering Breeze dress and the straw sun hat with ribbon, and the mantle of entwining blossoms. So yeah, some really good festival gear there. Ah, nice. Exquisite simple harp. Very cool. You wish there was a way to see the cosmetics of an anonymous person. Yeah, that is a really interesting point, because that if somebody has listed themselves as anonymous, first of all, if you go to like the social panel, which is the letter O for social, it'll show you how many people are online, but it shows you the people that are not running as anonymous. This is your non-anonymous people. So anybody who's gone and checked themselves as being anonymous, people, they won't see you in this list. They're not able to see what you're wearing, like your cosmetic outfits, like none of that. So that's one of those things. Oh, Birdie has lost the race. Shocker. And I don't seem to be having good good luck on the random number generators there. Okay, so we should get out a pet. There we go. I have a blue peahen. Actually, I went ahead and got a bunch of those. So let's see. We were going to do, there's an instance. So we're going to do that. And then there's a bunch of fishing quests. So if I leave here, my options are go back to the Keg Race, or I can go to the party tree by way of this horse. And that takes me back to the hill. Yeah, Birdie, he's our hobbit. If he can't do it, I'll be back in an hour. See if he can do it then. That's pretty much how it goes. So I'm back here at the hill. Now, I ran around here earlier and I did all of the quests, because we did these together last week. So I wasn't too worried about not showing you all of these quests here. But I want to show you the festival instance and the some of the fishing quests. So we can pick which way we want to go. Oh, I was like, why does Opal Goodbody have a ring over her head? It's because she's got a pie. Yeah, well, sure. We'll go run this pie down the hill while we're chilling out. I mean, we could do with going down the hill anyway. All right, I gotta make sure I don't run into any hobbits that are gonna try and take this from me. Apparently all the hobbits here at the party tree are well behaved at the moment. I'm surprised. All right, avoid the hungry hobbits. I mean, aren't all hobbits hungry all the time? I guess it's like, so hungry that they can't even mind their manners. Maybe that's it. Well, Ted Sandyman. Maybe can I feed this to Ted Sandyman? Because he's a turkey. We don't like him. All right, so there's a hobbit to avoid over on the side. We're just totally avoiding that one. That was easy. And we're taking this back to Holly Hornblower. Bum, ba, bum. Hey, I found another one of those bad pies. You're welcome. All done. Hobbits are connoisseurs. They're not hungry for food all the time. These are hungry for pie hobbits. Okay, so now we're down here in Hobbiton. And where the fishing is happening, here, I'll put my little fast feed on. The fishing is actually happening over in Bywater. So we're gonna be naughty little hobbits and run across the field because Bywater's over there and the field is over here. So, all right, so I was mentioning there are different people out in the world who like to help support playing Lord of the Rings online, like Fibro Jedi. Another place, another website that is super awesome for LOTRO stuff is D&Co de Mieux. It's a French site, as you may have picked up on. And, but they do have it in English and French, and I think they might even have it in German. Definitely English and French. So anyway, they have pretty much all of the housing items that you could see. So if you're like, hey, I'm interested in picking up this, thing from the festival, what does it look like? So you could go to decorations. Now, because it's Farmers Fair, that's the top news, basically. So they have all the Farmers Fair / Summer Festival. As I mentioned before, they got put together into one event. So they have all of the items that are available during the fair, during the event. And they have the music boxes now, so you could listen to what the music box sounds like, which is fantastic, because there's so many times when I want to know, and I don't have the songs memorized or anything. So, for example, there is this cute picnic basket that you can get with festivity tokens, which I'll show you. We're going to go the instance. You can only get the festivity tokens through the instances. So we're going to go do instance here in a minute. And you barter it with Verbena Greenhand. So it's fantastic. So they give you like the name of it, a picture of it, and then a bunch of different pictures, so if you want to see different angles of it, trying to get an idea of like, how big is it? How's this going to fit? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. It's not sharing. Let's try that again. Okay, so here's D&Co. I'm going to go back. I forgot I clicked off to the wrong thing. Okay, so when you come onto the website, let me just go back to the main site. There we are. So you could click on decorations here, or you could just scroll down if it's the current festival, because that'll be right there. And let me move this over here. So I'm going to scroll down, and we were looking at the picnic blanket, but we could look at something else. Well, actually, let's go. Well, I'll go back to the picnic blanket. Okay, the picnic blanket. So let's scroll down here. So you got a good picture of it, and then you've got some other pictures, kind of show you maybe like what it looks like, and in situ. Also tells you a little bit more about it. So what kind of a decoration slot does it take? How do you get it? What does it cost? And then in this case, it's bound to account. You can't trade it or sell it to other players. And then he's got some hashtags. So if you're like, oh, are there other blankets? They're food items, other Hobbit items, picnic items. So it's really cool how they've got, how they've done that. So they've done that with, I think, every single furniture item in the game, which if you've played for a little while, you may know that is a reasonably extensive amount of stuff. So they are, oh, actually, let me pull this back. Let me go back, because I think it might be in their news section that it is their 5th anniversary. They're celebrating their 5th anniversary. Yay! So yeah, 5 years have passed since they started this website. And so this month they are doing a 5th anniversary contest. So you can win a mug. Let's see what else. Oh, here. 5th anniversary. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on. So go to the website, take a look around. But if you want to help them out because you're like, you are so awesome, you can do this thing where you buy them a coffee. And basically it's like you just give them a little donation and, you know, it helps pay for the servers and their time and all of that stuff. Now they do have a thing, I can't remember where I found it, but basically if you donate like, you know, a larger number, like $30 or so, or euros, they will send you a mug. So I have my D & Co Demu mug that came in the mail this week. So now I can toast to them and their 5th anniversary. Cheers. And then they're also running contests on the website, and you could win one of those mugs if you didn't want to do, you know, a larger donation. So, but I use their website so often. It's absolutely worth it for me. Absolutely. Okay, so let's see. To start off, let's do a fishing quest. And do I have my fishing pole on? I do not. Oh, hey, I've got some eggs. We're gonna go through these eggs real quick. Oh, you know what? The eggs and the mushrooms. I know that sounds very hobbity, doesn't it? Let's do eggs and mushrooms. Sounds good. Let's get a pie. Okay, we're gonna go do eggs and mushrooms real quick. So for those of you who are still struggling with getting successes in the egg scramble and mushroom hunt, let me see if I can help at least a little bit. So you come back over here into Bywater, and it is heck busy. Look at how busy this place is right now. It's never this busy. Farmer's Fair, it is busy. So we've got here these 2 horses, and this one will take us to Sanson's farm. That's where the egg scramble is. And this one will take us to Bamfurlong, which is Farmer Maggot's farm. So we'll start with the mushrooms. We'll go to Bamfurlong. And it just teleports us over there. It's fantastic. So we were over here in Bywater, and now we're over here. And the horse, there's a horse to take us back. So it's not like we have to ride back. Thank goodness. That's nice. All right, so I'm going to talk to the festival organizer. And he's like, we're about to send in the next group of raiders into the field. Be careful, our activities this year have Grip, Fang, and Wolf in a regular frenzy. You'll need to get those mushrooms quickly before they catch your scent. Okay, so let me get in here before it gets started. And the dogs, okay, so the play area for this little mini event is kind of this triangle of the field out here. And the dogs are gonna start off down here at the bottom. So I'm kind of near them, but I think it's gonna be okay. Now, I see there's another character, the person over there, and I thought I saw somebody else. So there may be other people in the field at the same time as us. So that's something for us to keep an eye on because, you know, I have a tendency to just like boom, 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 you know, hit select and then I hit go. And I think I'm not the only one in the mushroom hunt who does that because you'll be running into something and somebody else is running into the same thing. Just like that. So we got to keep an eye on those dogs though. So I'm going to stop and get this mushroom real quick. Now there are white mushrooms and then there are various colored mushrooms. And the colored mushrooms have funny effects, which you might or might not be able to see because I did turn off post-processing effects because so you guys can see the screen a little bit better and see what's going on. However, notice that there's a scarecrow right here. So let's not get too close to the dog over there by the scarecrow. If you eat the right mushroom, it'll turn the scarecrows into other characters in the game. Okay, so you'll notice that the dogs, they just turned into rings now. That's because in this little mini game, you have to get 8 mushrooms. And I've eaten 8 mushrooms. So I have fulfilled the quest objective. So now I can just run around and eat mushrooms for fun and profit. Because each white mushroom is worth 2 of the, I want to get that red one. Sorry, each white mushroom is worth 1 and each colored mushroom is worth 2. Festival tokens. All right, I was able to sneak in here between the dogs. Oh yeah. Here's another one, this will be worth 2. So that is one of the ways you can really get a lot of tokens. If you have a good successful run out here, and you don't get seen, and you just keep going until the end, I've gotten, I think, 40 tokens out of this easily. Like, repeatedly. I've done that a number of times. Now, I've been kind of just doing festival all day with 2 characters pretty much, and they're both on Treebeard. So, like, my character now has 1,600 festival tokens. So, I think I'm set. Now, I don't have all the consumables yet. So, if I wanted to go for every single deed, there are still some consumables that I need to purchase. I did purchase all of the Saffron's lipstick that I need to do that deed. And I mistakenly picked up something else that comes in a little pot that looked like the Saffron's lipstick, but wasn't. So I've started that deed too. It's, I put it over here on my bar. It's the fire breathing potion. See, it's a little pot with a blue background. It looks a lot like that one, little pot with the blue background. So you can see my confusion. So, and I wondered why it wasn't stacking when I was buying them. Okay, so I've left the cornfield. I don't think I did, but I think that might have been a glitch on their part. Basically, usually what it says is, that wraps it up. You've won. So I did win. I ran circles around Farmer Maggot's dogs. I hope you left some mushrooms for everyone else. So that gives us 10 of the festival Farmer's Fair tokens. So now I have 1,651 tokens. That's pretty crazy. All right, so I'm going to take this horse back, which is going to put me right back where we were. Ta-da! And I'm going to take the horse to Sanson's farm, and we'll go do the egg scramble. So the egg scramble, it seems to me, and other people have also had the same observation, that it seems to do more eggs if more people are participating. Because in order to win the event, you have to get 5 eggs. You have to get 5, I'm not going to read his thing because I want to make sure we don't miss the deadline here. So you have to get 5 white eggs within this time frame. And in the time scale does not seem to be as generous as the mushroom hunt. It definitely seems like this goes by a lot faster. So now there are, you may notice, 3 of us. So my plan is to try and go and get my 5 and I'll be done. Like everybody else can have the other 5. And actually, really, really my objective is I have done all of the quests or the deeds. So remember there's deeds for doing festival stuff, right? So during the egg scramble, you're collecting the white eggs, but then there's solid colored eggs. And if you collect it and then you open it up, it counts towards this deed. So there's a blue, a green, an orange, a red, and a purple egg. And once you've opened up one of each of those 5, that finishes this deed. Well, there's the same deed for spotted eggs. There's a green and yellow spotted egg, an orange and red, a purple and blue, a blue and red, and a yellow and blue all spotted eggs. Once you've done each of those, that finishes that deed. Then there's also striped eggs. So again, the same kind of thing. It's blue and white stripes, yellow and red stripes, and so on. Oh, it looks like it may have started because I see chickens running around. So at this point, I don't actually need to win this anymore. Really what I want is the golden egg. There's supposed to be a golden egg because I have done all of those other quests. I've done the solid colors, I've done the stripes, I've done the speckled or the spotted. So I don't actually care about the white eggs anymore. I mean, I think I'm doing all right for festival tokens. Now just let somebody else get that one, that's fine. Purple. Well, I have some of those. I really want the striped ones because my other character on here is missing some of the striped. Yeah, I don't want that. So I'm just sitting here and tabbing around looking for eggs that are, honey, there's a green one at the top if you want it. Ooh, green and yellow spotted. I'll take that one. Green and yellow spotted, you got it, okay, cool. So see, I'm just cycling through them. There's a green one. I'll take that. White, white, white. There's supposed to be a golden egg. I have a theory. Okay, so I had a theory, and then I've got a second theory. Our first theory was maybe to get the golden egg to appear here, you have to have done all the other egg deeds. I haven't seen it come up. I have another theory that I'm going to go test real quick. So I'm going to go back to the Farmer's Fair area, which is over by Bywater. And I'm going to talk to, so right here at the opening, let me take names off so you can see these people a little bit better. You've got the quest giver who does your daily wrapper and everything. And then you've got the 2 festival rewards people. So who was it that I saw? So if I look at her barter items, and if I look at the housing items, I'm curious. There's a golden egg. So I don't know. I doubt it has anything to do with that, but I thought, well, why not? Let's check it. Okay, it did not finish. It didn't do the deed as far as I could tell. Thought it was worth trying. I'm like, why not? All right, so we still need to find this mythical golden egg supposedly out there. But notice I got a white egg while we were there. So if I use it, which means I open it up basically, you'll notice I got a Farmer's Fair token. I'm going to go ahead and go into my shared storage because I probably should have just left the green eggs for other people because I have others, as you can see. I've been doing a lot of the Farmer's Fair though. Yeah, so I've got all 5 of those colors of eggs, which is why I've already done that and why my other character's already done that. And then I've got a bunch of the spotted eggs. Actually, it looks like I may have all 5 of those too now. And then I've got some striped eggs, but it's not the striped eggs that my other character needs. So we're short there. Okay, so do we want to go do the instance? Okay, so we're gonna do an instance. And yeah, Affadil, you are in charge. So I'm not gonna equip my fishing pole right now because I might not want that. So what they're going to do is they're going to go into the instance finder, which is down here, and they're going to pull that up. What they're going to see is a list of the instances we can do on the server, which isn't a lot. But if you scroll down to the seasonal instances, you'll notice that summer, the perfect picnic, is available. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't give us like a description of it, but this does. So it says, what a perfect day for a picnic. Mayor Will Whitfoot has decided to join you for a delicious feast upon his favorite hill in all the Shire. Level 26, huh? All right. So here we are, and here's the mayor. He says, well, there you are. I was beginning to wonder where you had got to. Well, but I ought to say thank you for inviting me along all the same. Now, we had better get a move on. We have a ways to go, and none too swiftly either, if we stumble across many nosy folk along the way. And I should like to have finished eating before afternoon tea. As you can see, I have gathered us quite a spread. Now, you help gather up and load these things on the pony while I try to think what's missing. I feel quite certain that I am forgetting something of importance. All right. Now, what was it? He's thinking. All right, we're going to talk to Farmer Fosco Farfield over here. And he says, if you wish to borrow old Penny here for your picnic, I see no problem with that. She's a good-natured thing and will trot right along if you're good to her. There are carrots up the way that as make a good traveling snack. Steer clear of clover, though, or she'll be all day about it. Do see that she stops and cools down at both the stream and the watering hole along the way. I want her hale and hearty tomorrow for apple picking. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is hotter than a Took's oven out here. Why you and the mayor chose today for your outing is beyond me. So there's now we have to gather up the picnic items. And there's 5 different things. There's a ripe gourd, a large food sack, a bottle of wine, a basket of apples, and what did I miss? Food, wine, gourd. I don't know, but there's 5 different. Oh, small sack, big sack, and large sack. So there's 5 different things. So you pick one of each. So like if I click on the ripe gourd over here, the other gourds are no longer available for picking up. So So we pick up one of each of the 5 things, and then Penny will be ready to go. So so that's kind of the backstory on what's going on in this thing. So what we're going to run into are heat mirages, various things that are going to impede our way and they are going to come at us as heat. So that's going to be fun. Now we're doing this close to level, which means there are also going to be, well, no matter what level you do it on, there's always encounters that happen off on the sides. There's a deed that if you defeat like 8 different unique types of encounters, that finishes that deed. To get credit for that, can you believe this heat? To get credit for the encounter, to count it towards that deed, they have to be within like 7 of your level, so 7 or 8 of your level. So maybe 8. We'll find out. Well, wait, what are we doing this at? 26? 27? So 3 and 3. So yeah, okay. All right, so we picked up one of everything, and now Penny is ready to go. So if we click on Penny, it says, you carefully load up Phosphor Field's pony with the picnic things and are soon quite ready to set off for the picnicking spot. So, objective, reach the stream and cool off or thwart chatty hobbits. Penny must not succumb to the heat. Now, you'll notice that she has 145,000, almost 146,000 morale. She's gonna be fine. We might not be, but she will be. The mayor forgot, oh, I didn't see him talking. He forgot his hat, so that's the problem. So he's not gonna join us. He's gotta go find his hat. So I'm gonna eat some foods here real quick because, Mayor Will Whitwit says, why, that's it. I forgot my hat. Awesome, thank you. He says, I will meet you there. It is important to keep the sun out of my eyes while I eat. I mean, I guess that's fair. So you'll notice Penny's over there getting attacked by the stuff. Has she lost any morale? I guess she's lost 150 morale. She's fine. It's us she gotta worry about. And you'll notice the heat is dropping things on the ground that can damage us as well. Okay, so let's start hitting some heat. Oops, well, I guess that's not necessary, but there we go. All right, so the first encounter, so if we come up here, Penny's gonna bring us up here towards this chatty hobbit. It says, encounter, it is hot everywhere, but here the air truly shimmers with it. So if we turn off to our right, there's like a little mini village spot down here. This is Woodhall. So this is actually, we're in the Shire. We are down here. So this is actual Woodhall. So like during the anniversary festival, I think, when you get sent to look for the hobbit that's painting sunflowers, that's down here. So we are, just down that hill and everything. So that's where we are. Okay, so we're gonna go and try and beat this heat wave. And so you'll see for the perfect picnic deed, I have defeat heat wave, apparition, aberration, perspire, and pincher left to go. So, all right, let's give it a try. Oh, that didn't go too badly. Cool. You have beat the heat for now. All right. So we keep on going. There's a chatty hobbit. So every so often, yeah, we get hit by kind of like an effect of the heat hitting us. Because, the heat is troublesome. Oh my goodness, I keep getting hit by it. I think because I'm right on the outside range of where these things are. Oh, did I see a Sauron blast? Interesting. Yes, we are playing on Deadly. Oh, geez, I'm in the middle of one. So we are getting boxes in here of things that could damage us. Okay, there we go. Look at me, I'm on fire. All right, so Penny's gonna wander down here. Encounter, the heat must really be getting to you, or was that really something ghastly up ahead? So before we let Penny keep going, because it's a banner that we have to click, so she can just stay there in the stream while we go up the hill and have a drink of tea in our new mug.
Oops, and spill on my desk. Oh. All right. Hang on just 2 seconds here. Trying to clean up after myself. It's a new house. I want to make sure I keep it clean. Actually, I like to keep it clean anyway. All right. Here we go. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Let's try that again. Now this is Illusion. Awesome. Which I think we already had that one. So it doesn't give us credit towards the deed, but, you know, practice, I guess. So we are out here doing the Farmer's Faire. This is an instance that we're doing as part of the Farmer's Faire here on Lord of the Rings Online. So if you have any questions in the chat there about Lord of the Rings Online or the festival or anything you want to talk about. What's the weather like in the Netherlands, which is where I live. I live in the Netherlands. Okay, so we're going to run into some more baddies up here. You can see Penny's on her way. But there's also some carrots, and we need to pick some carrots for her before we get too far as well. I usually go and, start picking them. So we have just about finished off those. Okay, so now I'm going to go start picking carrots. And they are off the side of the road, and they're on both sides. So a lot of times if you're running with others, you can have like one person go to the left and one person go to the right. Now all you need is 8 total among the whole fellowship. So like, for example, this will be number 3, but if Affodil is also picking some up, then that will also count towards our numbers. So like we're at to 5 already. I haven't picked up 5. We're at 6. I've got one here. And then they've got one probably nearby them. So by the time I get to this carrot, see, notice it disappeared. We're all done. We don't need any more. So check that out. Yeah, it's like a fire giant mirage, a fire troll mirage, a fire drake mirage. So it's basically giving us, our normal style baddies, but they're done up as mirages made of fire or heat. That's clever. I think it's clever. Especially the dragon. I mean, of course you should have a dragon. All right. We finished them off. Hello, welcome. Welcome there in chat. How is it going today? So we have left Woodhall. We've gone along the road, and Penny is on her way. She's going to pop herself over here into the water. So we're like, yay, good job, Penny. Go for a little swim, cool off. We'll click on the festival banner here, and that will move us on to the next. And we'll go ahead and click on Penny. And so reach the perfect picnic spot and remove distracting Clover from the path. She must not succumb to the heat. And as we mentioned, she probably isn't going to have a problem with that part. She's got, so much more morale than us. Okay, so here we are. Encounter. The heat must be really getting to you, or was that something really ghastly ahead? So here we have a hallucination, which we've done before. So he's not going to count towards a deed for us. So you can actually just skip the encounters. You don't have to do them. So a lot of times I'll run through here at level 10 if I just want the tokens. And I don't do the encounters because they don't count for you and they don't get you anything, so I don't worry about them. All right, so I've removed some clover there, but Penny's already started eating, so she may be a minute. All right, Affodil's going to grab that one. In larger groups, the clover spawns things. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So if you're in a larger group, the clover will spawn some heat that comes off and attacks you. All right, so I've dropped a thing, but that might not have worked quickly enough. I tried to run by them and drop a decoy, and then I didn't, and they started attacking me. I was trying to attack the clover. All right, so there we go. And now we get to the end of the clover, and you'll see there's some sparkling happening up here because we have some baddies here at the bottom of the hill. Where we're trying to go is the top of that hill, but there's also an encounter nearby. So we're gonna go do that here in a moment. After we get rid of these guys. And notice Penny is caught up with us already. Oops, I need to get out of that box. So she's gonna probably keep going without us, and that's okay. She'll stand at the top of the hill, and she's got a quest ring. So, encounter, something pesky lingers nearby, looking to ruin your picnic. So it is down here alongside the hill. And what have we got, a rain cloud or something? Oh, a pincher. That is one that we need. So you'll notice that we have 4 that we need, and this is one of them. Cute. All right. Sweet. You have saved the picnic for now. And now we're going to go climb the hill. Oh, wow. Ew. So you'll notice Penny is up here getting attacked, but check it out. She's lost... Has she lost any of? Oh, maybe 150, 155 morale. That's what she's lost. Like, I don't know how, they may be there all day before they'd actually hurt her. So you could just let her run and run and run. But I wouldn't recommend, like, you know, necessarily trying that. Although me staying alive is somewhat important. All right. So now we're going to get to the top. Now here comes actually what is kind of the toughest part. There's going to be a picnic blanket here. And if we if we do this part successfully, there'll be food that ends up on this picnic blanket and is there at the end of it. So, what are we doing? We are doing the Farmer's Faire, which is an event on Lord of the Rings Online. And within that event, we are doing an instance, the festival instance, called the Perfect Picnic. So in the instance finder, if you go down to seasonal and look at summer, and that is what we're doing. We're doing the Perfect Picnic summer instance. So what we'll get from this, if we are successful, are some festival tokens, but we're also going to get something called festivity tokens. Those are only available during the festival instances, only available in the festival instances. So you can get them in the winter ones and the summer ones and the spring ones now. So that's kind of cool. So that's a new thing because it used to just be summer and winter. Okay, so there's going to be 3 waves that we're going to deal with, and some of them overlap. There's going to be hungry hobbits that come in, and they're going to try and eat our food, and you have to slap them to send them away. So you got a little slap emote that you can hit to make them go away, or to hit them. Then there's going to be bugs, and the bugs are going to try and come in and eat our food. And then after those 2, after the bugs are gone, then we're going to get rain. Rain clouds are going to come in, and we have to deal with those too. Okay, so hopefully Affadil is going to take lead on slapping the hobbits because I'm really slow with that. And then we can work on the bugs and the rain together. Okay, awesome. I will go ahead and lay down some traps to get us started. As you may have guessed, I am a hunter. Okay, so we are ready to go. And so I'm going to talk to Penny. All right, somehow the provisions survive the heat, the water, the mirages, and the winding path up the hill in perfect condition. Quickly and hungrily, you lay out the things on the blanket. The blanket that Mayor Whitfoot has spread. Oops, I talked too long, my thing exploded. That's okay, it'll come back. Okay, oh no, the bugs and hungry hobbits are after the picnic. All right. Hey, go away. No, stop eating our food. No. I think I clicked the wrong thing. All right. We got the bugs. We lost some food. Here comes the encroaching rain. All right, and we've got a downpour. And Encroaching rain. And I'm in a box. I'm gonna get hit by Sauron. Cool. Oh, we've got another encroaching rain coming. Okay. Whew. So we finished that. We managed to have some food left over, thank goodness. So now we can click on the banner. And what that'll do is that'll open up the food. We are able to eat food, so you pick one, and then you sit or drink or whatever it is. And that gives you the tokens, the festival tokens. I just finished the quest. And then the picnic basket, you want to make sure, absolutely make sure you click on the picnic basket, because that is your chest for the festivity tokens. Oh no, it says my cooldown's not expired. Oh, you did pick a 2-person, right?
Yeah, but it's the same as solo.
2 and 3. Oh, I didn't do solo. Or did I do solo today? Actually, let me see. Hang on. Raid locks. No, I only have one raid lock, and it was a 3-person. So 2 and 3 must share a lock. Boo hoo. All right. So in the wiki, it'll tell you that there are chests, and the chests range from 1, 2, 3, 6, and 12. But it looks like the 2-person and the 3-person versions of this share. Yeah, sometimes it's solo duo share a lock, and then small fellowship, large fellowship, and raid. But it looks like in this case, solo might be one, and 2 and 3 might share one. Wah, wah. I'll make a note here. Did I? Oops. All right, so duo, trio shares. Heh. Well, I should have run that with the other one then. Oh, that's all right. That's true. We did get encounters, and that was pretty neat. Yeah, Twitch Ben, thank you. It looks like that's the case. Instead of 1, 2, it's 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. Oh well, but I'm pretty certain that there's 4 chests for this one. So anyway, okay, so that was a delicious feast and well worth the adventure. Perhaps we should go on another picnic again soon. Yay! So I would want to talk to Verbena Greenhand, who is up at the party tree. So yeah, should we go say hi? I'm gonna go say hi. Perfect. So I think we should update the wiki with that information. I do that every year. I come in here and I do that quest, and then I'm like, I wonder which one it shares with, and then I forget to update the wiki. So, and then the next year I look at the wiki. I'm like, hey, what's the one that shares? Defeat the heat. Oh yeah, I've already done all these. But thank you. Yeah, so Affadil has not done all the festival quests today. So she's going to run around and do things like defeating the heat, which counts for fellowship. So, like I can hit them too. I think that probably helped her out. Okay, but anyway, I want to talk to Verbena Greenhand over here. She is our festivity tokens lady. And so the perfect picnic steed is a mount that you can get with these festivity tokens. I could get a picnic blanket, which is the one that has all that food on it. I'm going to get one of those at some point. I'm going to get that for the kin house, because we're going to get a kin house in a little over a month. The other things you could get, that I want to get, the Tome of the Picnic Pony, which is so cute. It's a cosmetic pet to follow you around, and it's Penny from the instance. So cute. There's also the Tome of the Rain Cloud, which I love. So I got to get that one. So already I know I need 20 tokens there. I need 20 tokens for that. I need 10 more for that. I need 20 more for that. And then if I want to get these two, there's a green peacock and a green peahen. Now I've already got the black peahen, the black peacock, the blue peahen, and the blue peacock. I got those. So I got the blues and the blacks. That would give me the greens, excuse me. So I want those. I don't feel like I need the party banners. I'm okay without those. And anytime I forget what they look like, I just go over to D&Co's website, who are celebrating their 5th anniversary. So make sure you go and give them a coffee, or buy them a coffee, help support their website. So I usually just go over to their website. I'm like, what does that look like again? Oh yeah, right. I don't need that. I'm good without that. So then they've got some cute options here. We've got the Cloak of the Perfect Picnic, which looks like kind of like it's a gingham, picnic blanket. The hooded version, and then there's the tunic, which is just funny to me. So I don't think I need that though. There's a canteen you can get to carry around because it's hot. And then there's the Tome of the Woodland Heart, so which is summons a woodland deer to keep you company, which is kind of in theme with what they've been doing with this year. It's with the other pets, because one of the other pets was the spotted woodland fawn, and then there's also a woodland deer. So here's the little fawn, and then you could also get the doe, the mom. And then so the fact that there was also a heart that you could get, but you get it from her with festivity tokens. That makes sense. It's kind of on theme. So check Affodil's pockets. I like it. So now, one thing to keep in mind, these festivity tokens, like I said, they are only available from the festival instances. Have you seen my pie? It's a very nice pie. It's very glowing. It's like hot out of the oven. Yes, it's very hot. I believe it. So yeah, you can only get these festivity tokens from those festival instances. They do carry over. It's really interesting because it's one of the times when the tokens from an event, carry over to other events. So that is really wacky. So like all the spring one, the summer, and the Yule, those festivity tokens that you get from those, you can use with Verbena at the other festivals. So that's kind of cool. Now, you'll notice that there's only one listed for each of these, but you may have heard of other stuff. That's because you have to be at least level 50 for the other ones to open up. I am level 33, so they're not here, not on my screen. But there is a Thrang, it's a boss from the vaults. And basically what it is like they go and say, hey, here's this boss that you've fought previously, or, in the storyline. And wouldn't it be neat if you just go in and just do the boss battle? So that's what it is they kind of bring one of those out and you just do the boss battle. So if you do the Rift of Ner'zgashu, where you go in and there's all these different, areas you got to go through, and you go through this area, and, eventually you make your way out to the Balrog. Spoilers. Way before that, there's a room where there's a lot of fire. You kind of come down from a big balcony, and then there's like a big lava pool in the middle, and you're running around. And the boss in there, his name is Thrang. So that's what you do here. You basically just go into Thrang's room, you fight Thrang, and you're done. And when you do that, you get festivity tokens, but you also get a Thrang token, which I don't have one, but Thrang's Vault token. And you get one of those, and then you can come over to this barterer right here, this Vault Quartermaster. And this is just for this festival. Each one has a different one. And yeah, Thrang's room, it's kind of like a Colosseum kind of feel. Like it feels, yeah, like you're in a pit almost, but lava in the middle. Anyway, so you can get cool cosmetics here. These are not actual weapons, they're just cosmetics, I believe. Oh, that's an actual weapon. Yeah, but it does like 4 to 7 common damage. These are cosmetics. Yeah. So you can come in here and there's on the second page, I like the Rift Seekers set. So like the Rift Seekers boots. Oh, you're probably not gonna see them on me because I'm not wearing shoes. There we go. Boom, there we go. Let me put a little her out here. So there's the full set of the Rift Seekers outfit. There's the Rift Defender's helm. Meh. I mean, I see how it blends in. Nah. All right, so let me reset her and you can see it all over again. So I'm gonna go to the Rift Seekers set. Boom, there's the circlet. I really do like the circlet. It's got like a little gem in the middle, a little red thing, that's pretty cool. And then the shoulders, The shoulders are pretty neat, and they dye up really well. I think those are the shoulders that dye. Yeah, those are the fun. I have fun dyeing those up. But let's reset that. Okay, so circlet, shoulders, the jacket, which is like a robe. So that one's nice. It also dyes well. The gloves, which have, again, that jewel that matches the one in the head, which also matches the one kind of like on the shoulders. And then the leggings, which you don't see because the robe's in the way. And then the boots. So it's a good outfit, and it looks good like on a high elf and stuff too. So yeah, so that one's fun. That's some good stuff. Now I could have sworn, now this was with a much higher level character though. When I did this on Evernight last year, there were more than 2 pages worth of stuff with this guy. So it's possible I don't have access to, oh no, maybe this is it. No, maybe I just took a long time to look at it, because there's the whole Rift Defenders, and then there's the Rift Runners, and then there's the Rift Seekers. And I like the Rift Seekers set best. So, yeah. Anyway, so you can fill up your wardrobe with that stuff, which is kind of the problem. All right, so let's see. Ooh, we've been together for a little over an hour. You know what that means? It means it's time to go check out the races. All right, we're going to go to the Keg Race. Go check out the dwarves. Hey, dwarvy. So remember, like I said, these reset every hour, once an hour, 60 minutes. So we need 7 more minutes before I'll be allowed to do the keg hopping race again. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a time. Let's see. Okay, so we've been through here. I showed you how this is. Oh, by the way, I kind of came in here and I'm like, you know, it's cool, right? Like they've got, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff going on down there. And over on the other side too. So I was like, I want to jump down there. And what happens if you jump down there? Can you get back out? Or is it like an auto death or something? Well, they won't even let you jump in. I can't jump in there. So the answer is, this is way more OSHA approved than actual like Moria. Oh wait, did I find a spot? Oh, for a second I thought I found a spot they may have missed. I could fish in Bywater. I could fish in Bywater. Yeah, but Bywater's far away. So the fastest way for me to get to Bywater is, because I'm a hunter, I go to Mickle Delving. And then I take the horse. So there's these festival horses, but a lot of them don't have, oh, you've got a milestone. See, I've got my milestone set to Kellendim because there's fishing there. Well, maybe we could go do that one. That one's like a 20-minute fishing session though, so we'll wait and do that until after I do some other stuff. But so they have at Mickle Delving, if you go to the Stable Master, they've got both a horse to the party tree and a horse to the Farmer's Fair. Because if you go to the Bree, it just has the party tree. And I don't know about the others. I think Kellendim just has the party tree. Yeah. Now I could have gone overland from the party tree. That's okay too. This just seems faster. It's all about saving time. All right, so there's some fishing quests here. So let me go ahead and get my fishing pole out. Wait, that's not my fancy pole. Why do we even have that one? This is my fancy pole. You know what? I should just get rid of the plain basic one. I don't even think, wait, is it bound or is it not bound? I think I'll just sell it anyway. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna take those off, put my fishing pole on, and we'll talk to Goldie Tunnelly here. Hey, Goldie. She says, help, I've been robbed. The pond is a thief, and it has taken everything I own throughout the course of the day. If you're useful at all, you'll thrash that pond until it gives back everything I dropped in. Okay, sure. So we go fishing. She's given us a list of the things that we're fishing for. I'm going to switch over to my other bar. And the list is in the water too. So yes, so the list of things we have to get that she has lost in the water is, you see, it's, oh, hang on. Goldie's lost teacup, Goldie's lost hat, lost chair, lost spectacles, and the list of the lost goods. So we have found her hat. Like literally you have to get the list of the things that she's lost to the water that she lost the list to the water. It's very silly. There's fast travel. There's not fast travel to Bywater from Westbury. That's where I want to go. I want to go fast travel to Bywater. Oh, there's fast travel to Kellendam from Westbury. Yeah. Oh, I see. So you're saying I could set my. But there's no milestone in. There's not one in Bywater. There's Hobbiton. All right. So I found her lost spectacles. We're getting there. So you'll notice I turned my camera around because this way I can more readily notice if that line drops down. Sometimes there's some funny little glitch where it looks like somebody's line just goes across the screen. It's kind of wild. Okay, so yeah, so this is how I do my fishing, is I kind of turn my screen around. And you'll notice I also put I put it on like 3 different numbers there, because then if I'm like, staring off into space or whatever I'm doing, I can easily get my mouse back into the right place. Okay, cool. We found her lost chair. I was thinking about this earlier, or maybe yesterday. Anyway, but the lost chair thing. So I was like, how do you lose a chair in the water? But then I started thinking about it. Now, it doesn't apply here necessarily, but I was at a beach one time at the ocean, and so the tide is coming and going, and I was hot because I don't do well with heat and sun and stuff. So I took a chair, like a folding chair, like a metal folding chair, and went and sat like in the shallow water, so my feet were nice and cool and got some of my legs in the water and stuff. And the waves kept coming and coming, and the chair was slowly like sinking into the sand in the water. And so like I got to the point where the water was coming up and up on me too, which was kind of amusing. So from that respect, I guess I could understand losing a chair. Because like if a big wave had come up and then I, was like, oh, and I got up and splutter or whatever, and then I'm like, uh-oh, I lost the chair. Like, okay, that's reasonable, right? Because it's first like, how do you lose a chair? But I don't think there's any tidal stuff happening here at the Bywater water. So I'm a little dubious about her and her losing all of her things. But we have found them all. So good us. So we're going to go back to her. And she says, I'm glad you showed that thief of a pond who's boss. Someone needs to keep some order around here or this town will go straight to the dogs. So the name of this quest was Pond or Thief. And that is one of the quests that you need to do actually for a deed. There it is. So for the deed, Fine Fair Fishing, there are 7 things you need to get. She probably threw her chair after catching a bad fish. No kidding. Oh, that bad fish thing, man. All right, we'll come back to that here in a second. But anyway, so you have to complete Big Fish, Little Fish, or sometimes we call it Big Fish, Stupid Fish. You have to complete that 3 times. And you have to complete Pond or Thief 3 times. That went really easily. And you have to complete Hired Hook once. Now, Pond or Thief, I will mention that there are times when like you're fishing and you've got like 1 or 2 things left to get. And, the hookle thing, you bring it back in, and it'll say, you can't take that right now. So you try again, and it comes up, and you bring it back up, and it'll say, you can't take that right now. And you're like, what's going on? What it's basically doing is, it's just random number generator stuff going on here. And so, like, maybe you've already found the spectacles, and it finds the spectacles for you again, but you've already found them, so you can't take it again. And so that's how the logic, I guess, works out. So my guess is when they, put this quest together, that was how it kind of functioned. I mean, I think if they were rewriting that code now, there's a possibility that there would be a way to not have it do that. It would just say you find nothing or something like that. But so basically you just have to keep trying, because eventually you'll get all 5 of those items. So it's not broken. It's just, it just does the thing. It's weird, but the milestone in Hobbiton is the Hobbiton Bywater milestone. I know, but it's not in Hobbiton. It's not in Bywater. So maybe to distinguish it from upper Hobbiton areas like the Hill. Yeah, I mean, it's close to Bywater, but it's not in Bywater. So,
Like the train station that services both.
The train station. It's like a train station. What's this guy? Oh, okay, this is the fishing hole where you have, you catch fish for 10 minutes. We're gonna skip that for the moment. Oh, remember that deed I was showing you where you had to do 7 things, 3, 3, and 1? So the one thing over here, hired hook, you have to do this quest, and it's a little chain. So you go and you dig up some earthworms, and then, she's like, oh, my brother is supposed to make fish for me, and he's not doing it, so I need help. So you go and you pick up some worms and put them in the bucket. And then you bring it back, tell her, hey, you did the thing. And she's like, can you bait this hook for me? You're like, okay, fine. So you go and you bait the hook for her and you bring it back to her. And she's like, oh, I can't touch that. Can you fish for me? You're like, fine. So you fish for her. And, so it's one of those kinds of quests. But you only have to do it once. Thank goodness. All right, so I'm going back to the hill because I think those dwarves are probably ready for me to watch them go running around in a circle. So if you're watching and you have any questions about any of the quests that we're doing or LOTRO in general, or you want to talk about like the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow, I am open to any of these things. I am known to have an opinion on everything. So I will give you my opinion. Okay, so the Dwarf Race is happening, as you can see. So we are going to skip that for the moment. We're going to go check on the hobbits. The hobbits. Oh, can't do it yet. We've got another minute and 40 seconds. So, and if you miss a race, another will start soon. He is not incorrect. And actually, that is a good point. Let me point out that with the races, they are 9-minute blocks. So you've got the 3 minutes where they're actually racing. You've got 3 minutes after the race is over and before they line up. So this kind of is an empty space. The hobbits aren't there. And then you've got the 3 minutes where he pops up with the ring on his head and the 4 contestants line up and they stand there for 3 minutes. So they stand there for 3 minutes and then they race for 3 minutes and then there's a break for 3 minutes. So I know that I have another 54 seconds before I can pick up the quest and try it. So depending on where we are on the 3 minutes of him standing here, I may or may not be able to get in on this race. So that's why I haven't left, because it's possible I can still get in on this. So I am going to pick Birdie when it comes up, because that is the last one that I have. So not bad. I have been using the reminders plugin, by the way, so you might have noticed this is kind of like bloop sometimes during the stream here. 19 seconds. And I'm using it to help me keep track of doing these quests. I'll show you that in 20 seconds. I don't want to miss this because sometimes it is a really narrow window. Because you have to click on them twice is part of the problem too. Okay, so you notice it just went bloom across my screen. That was my reminders picking up. Okay, so I got it, and then I need Birdie. So bustle with Birdie. All right, bustle it up, Birdie. We got ya. That's this one right here. So we're gonna charge him. All right, go Birdie. You got this. Okay, so yeah, I've been using the this reminders, which is a plugin, and I've got it set for the 2 characters that I'm really trying to get as many of these deeds and tokens and everything done with. So Rosenbloom, that we're here with right now, so she can do the mushroom hunt in 12 minutes. Taste of Hobbiton, which we're doing right now, is available now, as it tells us. The Keg hopping race is also ready to go now. So now I've got one of them that's not working right. I haven't gone and fixed it. But basically, you could go into the settings, and I've told it that I'm on the Treebeard server with this character. When creating new reminders, where do they go? And then if I wanted to adjust specific things, I can go into known repeatable quests. And it knows as I've been doing quests repeatable as I repeat quests. Because if you do a quest and then you go and do it again, the reminder will pop up and say, hey, we noticed you did this quest previously. Do you want us to remind you to do it in the future? And you can say yes or no to that. So like, for example, the perfect picnic, I've said no because either I'm going to do it that day or I'm not, but I don't need a reminder to do it. But with like these Taste of Hobbitons and the keg hopping races, I really do like the reminder because it's, you know, it comes around every 60 minutes and I lose track of time and it's like a timer. It's like I, you know, don't have to go onto my phone and set a timer. It just tells me. So that's fantastic. Oh, in fact, I'll put plugins over here. So in the chat, I've just put in a list of plugins. A lot of us use LOTRO interface or plugin compendium as a great way to do that. And yeah, before maybe you can put the link. Is there a link for plugin for the compendium? Yeah, if you can put that in the chitty chat too. No, that's LOTRO. Oh yeah, that's plugin compendium. So yeah, so use that. It's really handy. It's a great way to find plugins, and it's a great way to manage those plugins if you use plugins on your in your game. I do. I really love them. I've got Titan Bar up here, and it shows me, for example, how much money my character has, and I have it set also to show me how much money I have on the server among all of my characters. I've got, oops, also on here, like it has a currency thing. Birdie won! Oh, hold up, something cool is gonna happen here. So, well done. I hear you had some excellent luck with your guess, excuse me, at the outcome of the race, A Taste of Hobbiton. Allow me to offer my congratulations and this respectable reward. So we get 10 tokens, and boom! Now this is the deed tracker plugin that I'm using, and it tells me that I have just completed the class race epic deed under race and social, much eating, much running. And the summary of it was select and win with Dashing Daffodilly, Bustle with Birdie, Gladys Gate, and Mudrick's Momentum 3 times each. To show true loyalty to the racing hobbits, you must select each of them as your favorite contestant and many times and win. So that is pretty awesome. And I'll show you here in a second. In the game, there's my deed completed. So 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. It gave me an additional 15 Farmer's Faire tokens. So yeah, raking that in. But there's a reason why that's even more awesome. Hang on, let me pick Otto. All right, Otto, you can do it. I know you can. I've seen you do it when I picked other people. If I pick Signar, Otto wins. So I know Otto knows how to win. All right, so why do I care about much eating and much running? Well, if I complete much drinking, much running, then that will finish too much of everything because you have to do the Hobbit one and you have to do the Dwarf one. It'll give me an additional 15 Farmer's Faire tokens. It'll give me a title, Picky Picker, and it gives you the heave emote, which I'm not actually a fan of, but it's hard to get. So I'm like, I will take it. There's one of my friends who plays on this, and she thinks that emote is really funny. So I'll just walk over to her, and I'll like Saffron's kiss her and heave on her, I think, once I get it. Oops, I moved. What was I doing? There we go. Oh, yay! That deed takes a lot of luck and a lot of time, it seems like. So it's awesome because a bunch of our kin mates are also working on these same deeds, and so it's fun that we're all in here. Like, some of us are in here a lot. It's nice that I can blend things that I'm trying to accomplish with fun things like this. The trick to the races is to always pick the one who will win. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know what I think about that? That's what I think about that. I just did an emote at them, the fire breathing potion. Swallow this potion to breathe fire and win the admiration of any who stand near. I don't know if admiration is the right word. All right, here they go. The dwarves are off. All right, so Otto's there. He's our dark-haired guy in the green. You know, it's kind of funny. They have like, they kind of have Hogwarts colors, or maybe Hogwarts has LOTRO colors. No, wait, Otto, get your butt over here. Otto, come here. Thank you. There you go. Now, Signar no, Lar, that's Lar. Just chill out, Lar. We don't need you to go far. Don't go far, Lar. Come on, Otto. You Otto in. All right, I'll stop with the bad puns at some point. I make no promise as to when that will be. Okay, so somebody needs a breather. Hopefully it's Lar. What? Otto, man, they just stood there, the pair of them. Oh, this is gonna like make me so nervous. Oh, goodness gracious. They're together. They're still together. Okay, Otto, you can do it. You can do it. No, right at the end, and he lost it. All right. We'll be back in an hour. Okay, so I think, let's see. You know what? We could go fishing in Kellendam. Do you need a lift to Kellendam? Oh wait, I can't take you to Kellendam. Never mind. Do you want to lift to Bree? I will take you to Bree. We'll go do some fishing. Because, okay, so when you first start at this festival, at this fair, there's a fishing quest, which is, they say go find some good fish, go find a good place to find amberjacks. And as, oh, you haven't done that yet? Oh, how about I take you to Thorns Hall? So you go to Thorns Hall. Because that is where you go to find amberjacks. So this is part of the whole go other places and do things outside of the main festival area. So you go into, I mean, I guess you could go that way. I always go this way. Maybe that way is shorter. I don't know. I often go this way. So yeah, this way is pretty because you've got that amazing statue there, and yeah. So you go to Thorns Hall, and if you go towards the back and then off to the left, there's that area with like the waterfall and the water, the stream running through here. You can see it here in the background. The river runs through it, indeed. So we go over here, and now I have already done this quest. So she's got to work on, do you have the quest? Do you have the quest? You don't? Okay, called Stocking the Pond? Yeah, okay. So Affadil's got to go and catch 3 amberjacks. Now, after that, they're going to send her, they're going to say, go find a good place to catch Celebar. It's in Kellendam. So Celeb Hall, that's it. It's a very similar word. And then after you do that, they send you to go catch 3 of something else, which is outside of Bree. So once you do that, you go back to the fishing hole back in Bywater, turn that in, and then that opens up this series of quests, and which is this one, A River Runs Through It, is one of them. He says, we dwarves have the greatest fish in all of Eriador. The river that runs through this great hall makes them powerful swimmers, which means lots of meat. You won't find a finer fish anywhere. I suppose we can be civil and share some bars for the live festival in the Shire. That's what they call the summer festival. But you've got to catch them yourself. So the idea is that we're catching fish that are then we're going to take over back to Bywater. And then when people are in Bywater, theoretically, they're catching them. So we will go ahead. And so now we have a 20-minute timer. And we can catch as many fish as we can in this 20 minutes. Now, why do we care about that? I mean, we do care. Yes, this is for the Farmers' Fair. As somebody in chat mentions it. The Farmers' Fair and the Summer Festival were combined. And so there are some relics of both that are all in these festival, in this event together. All right. So I am, what am I catching here? What did I catch? You caught an amberjack. Nicely done. You're super good at fishing all the way to level 22. I caught a goldfish. I don't think there's a lot of meat on a goldfish. Sorry to say they're Master Dwarf. Yep, there's my goldfish. Now, and I got another one. Seriously, dude, don't think goldfish are the winners. But there is, let me see if I can remember which one it is. There's a deed, a fishing deed. Oh, under hobbies, okay. Fortunate Festival Fishes. Okay, so it says, you catch many rare and wondrous fish during the summer festival, which is now in the middle of Farmer's Fair. So just remember, just kind of, if it says summer festival, just translate that to Farmer's Fair from now on. Just auto-translate in your mind. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of like a gazillion years ago where April Fools in offices, it was funny to go into like somebody's computer if they didn't lock it and change their autocorrect. So when they would type one thing, it would put something else up. And they would get like, why do I keep getting this when I keep typing that? Yeah, I got an amberjack, nice. Okay, so you need to go to Calendim next. And I can't take you there anyway. So I will let you teleport yourself if that's alrighty. I'll probably meet you there. Thanks for the lift. You're most welcome. I will catch up to you somewhere along the way. So here we are catching amberjacks. Oh, wait. Oh. Amberjacks we can use to trade for things. Come back to that in a minute. Starry flounder, golden redfish, silver haddock, and kelebhal are special fishes that you can only catch during this 20 minutes that you do, and they are found in the different areas. So I think, is starry flounder the one from here? No, starry flounder is probably the one in Bree. Kelebhal you can definitely get in Calendim. And you have to have the quest active, yeah, in order to you have to be doing this 20-minute quest in order to catch these fish. Or the 10-minute quest if you're in Hobbiton Bywater. And yeah, before mentions they usually get about 0 to 2 of them each time you're doing these quests. So yeah. Actually, after I catch this, whatever I'm going to catch, we'll go talk to the dwarf for a minute. I think the golden redfish might be the one that's up here because I do this one the least often. Although it says I've got 6 of the starry flounder. Oh, that might be the starry flounder, might be the Bywater one because I do that one most often. I do try to do the Calendim one often, regularly, but I don't always. Okay, so he's got barter items. So for a silver haddock, I can trade to him and get a red fireworks launcher, which is a yard decoration. It's an interactive one, so if you interact with it, then it shoots off red fireworks. So that's cute. You can trade him. Oh, so he's silver haddock. Silver haddock is this place. You can get the blue ceremonial dress. So you have to trade a fish and some tokens. Say that out in like the normal world, right? And you get this one. There's like a white version that you get, I think that one might be in gray. There's like a yellow version and a red, like there's different colors. It's not dyeable. No, it is not dyeable. So if you want this one, this is where you have to come and get it. You know what? I don't know if it's supposed to look like this. I think it's supposed to just have a pattern, but those look kind of like fishes to me. The back part doesn't though. That's too funny. So yeah, so there's 4 of these different types of dresses, and each one is found especially from these different people. So that's why getting the different kinds of fishes at the different locations is important. Now, if you just want tokens and you don't care about buying those things, you can barter them away. And you'll notice, like with this guy, I could barter away my small fish. I could barter away my starry flounder. I could barter away my golden redfish. Like, he'll take anything. He'll take all my fish. Let's go ahead and keep fishing for a few more minutes since we've got another 14 minutes. And see if we catch any other of those fortunate festival fishes, because wouldn't that be neat to finish that off. And then I would get a title, Rare Fish. That would be kind of a funny title. I like that title. I don't think I've done that on any of my characters necessarily. I might have done it on some of my early characters. That's possible. So here we are, chilling out, Thorin's Hall, fishing away. Doop-doo. Got some dancing dwarves over here. Got the water running through over there. If you become kindred with Thorin's Hall, you can go up there by way of go across that little bridge there, and then there's some stairs up. If you go up there, there's an entry into to that one, and you can get in there. As you notice, it says there once you have acquaintance standing, you can go in. But if you are kindred, there's a mount, a goat mount that you can buy from them. So that's kind of cool. Also, I think you have to be kindred. One of the fellows up there is a bartering person, and you can turn in, it's a Thorin's Hall rep item that you can give them 100 of those, and that gives you travel to Thorin's Hall. So that's really convenient if you're not a hunter to get that, and then you've got free travel up here. It adds to your travel skills, which is nice. Kind of like the one in Bree, where you trade in, the Bree rep items that you get out in the Barrow Downs, in the Great Barrows. No, I think it's various Barrow Downs. Yeah, the Bree, not the Bree cheese. Oh, Bree cheese is another fun thing. I think I have some of it. Rep. Oh no, I just have Matham stuff on me. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the Barrow treasures. They look kind of like little gold coins that stack on each other. So, yeah, I've been rearranging some of my, I got an amberjack stuff. So I've got parties and in-league stuff here. I've got task board stuff here. I've got my eggs, and I had cosmetics, but I put the cosmetics in my chest, in my house chest, which is open to my kinfolk. So that way they can, it's the unbound cosmetic items if they want to put those in their wardrobe as well. And then I've got some of the Hobbit gifts that we get, combat buffs and things like that. Just to double check, make sure I'm not carrying anything with me that I'm like, I could drop that in. Oh yeah, this is funny, combat run speed. And that is bound to account, sweet. We can throw that in the vault. Hope tokens. You know what? I'm going to drop the hope in my vault too. I don't think I need that right now. Don't think we're in a situation where I'm going to need a lot of hope. Oh, these Mathams are bound to me though, so I might as well take them. Yep, I'm too busy. There we go. And then I've got Hobbit gifts that are not really useful for combat stuff. Like reputation acceleration tomes, rapid crafting. Like you're not going to use those for combat, as opposed to things like the extra morale, extra attack damage. Those are good for combat. Those are useful for combat. And I've got a bunch of stuff for housing. So, so when we get our kin house, I can do some decorating. Got my chicken coop ready to go. Maybe I should put that in my yard now, though. It's a good time of year for a chicken coop. So see these summer welcome mats? You get those from trading that Kelebhal fish that you get in Kellendim. So that's why I do that one more often, because I like to get the summer welcome mats. I'm not really as keen on the dress. And if you bought one, you don't need a bunch. But the welcome mats are pretty neat, and they're not bound. So I'm trying to get enough of them so we can, have anyone in our neighborhood who wants one could have one. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Did I have some of this stuff to put in there? I don't tend to have a jeweler. I've decided that I don't really enjoy the jeweler thing as much as some other people do. I enjoy it okay. I had fun doing it once, but and then I was like, I think I can let that go. And then I've been throwing all my materials in here because I've got characters all over the place. So I've just been throwing all my crafting mats in one bucket. And that seems silly, because I need more crafting carryalls, I think. All right, enough playing with that for the moment. What we got? Now, I don't think you can have 2 of these fishing quests running concurrently. So I think I have to finish this one, and then I can go and pick up the next one. Oh, did I do bad fish? Oh, I don't have to do bad fish anymore. I already finished it. So the bad fish, the good fish, bad fish thing, or lucky fish, bad fish. Wait, big fish, little. Wait, no, the one that you. There's 2 different ones.
Fishy, very fishy.
Fishy, very fishy. Is that the one where you gotta get
You gotta beat the odds.
Yeah, that one's hard. So fishy, very fishy is where he's like, there's a bad fish out there, and if you catch it, it ruins your day. But if you can manage to keep fishing without catching it, then you can get all the way through up to this title that nobody ever gets. So you have to catch 10 easy fish. Once you do that, then you have to catch 10, I think it's possible fish. And then once you do that, then you can catch 10 unlikely fish or something like that. And then once you finish that, you do 10 rare fish or something like that. And then, so it's like there's 4 or 5 levels where you have to catch 10 fish without catching the bad fish. I think I made it into the 3rd tier once. Like, it's just, and there's nothing you can do to make it eat. Like, supposedly, it's all just random number generator. There's no luck factor, so like the horseshoe won't help you. Neither horseshoe will help you. Like, so apparently there's no way to make it lucky. Maybe that no one has actually finished. I think some people have, because the title that it gives you, I could have sworn I've seen it on somebody before. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to catch 10 easy fish, then 10 simple fish, then 10 possible fish, tricky fish, unlikely fish. And if you get to the end of unlikely fish, yeah, then you get the title. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 tiers. So you basically have to catch 50 fish without catching the one, without catching a bad fish.
And the quest text says it's less likely.
It does say, yeah, the
Odds.
quest text says the odds change, not in your favor. As you get further on, like, you're more likely to catch the bad fish as you go along. I don't know. I catch the bad fish all the time, so I have bad luck with that thing. Yeah, so that's fishy, very fishy. And then there's good fish, bad fish, 1 fish, 2 fish, good fish, bad fish. That's not what it's called. The one you need for that other deed. Let's see, the class that I did end up finishing finally. Let's see. A tour of, no, not that one. Find Faire fishing. Big fish, little fish. That one is also really interesting because it's the same sort of thing where you've got to catch, you only have 2 types of fish. There's big fish and there's little fish. And you have to catch 7 big fish. But if you catch 4 little fish, or puny fish, I think is what they are actually when they come out, then you lose. And you just have to wait till the next day to try it again. So that one's also easy to lose. And it took me a while to complete that. In fact, I think my other main character on here, she does not have that one finished yet. She's still missing a day because I keep losing. I keep losing that one. It's very sad. It's very sad. Another amberjack. So there's a barterer in Bywater who will take your fish. So even the bad fish, you can go and barter those things away. So actually, we're gonna just go over there. I'll just show you. We don't need to finish this. Even though I got another amberjack. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the hill. Let me change my mind here. Because I think there's one of the barterers at the hill takes all the fish stuff too. But then there's a different barterer that I like better at Bywater. But first we'll go see the collection of people over on the other side. Hey, Tansy. Okay, so yeah, let's see. The quartermaster here. So she'll take all of these fish and she'll sell fishes too. So like say you really want a kelebhal, so you can go and buy that welcome mat, she'll sell you a kelebhal. She'll sell you the fish that you need to go buy the welcome mat. But she won't sell you the welcome mat itself. So each of those barterers does have unique things. But the white ceremonial dress looks like that one. That one, you need a golden redfish, which apparently I have one. The blue one, it looks like that. So she does have these. Let's see, and there's the green one. I feel like we're missing one though. And then there's some wallpapers that you can get, and you can only get those from some special people. The large flower bed, you need a kelebhal, but you can get it from her, but you can't get the welcome mat from her. You have to go, oh yes you can. I stand corrected. So you can get the welcome mat from her. So it's quite possible that she has all of the unique things that each of those quartermasters at the fishing hole themselves also has. So it is possible maybe just to come here and get everything from her. The things that you buy with fish. So that's a golden redfish. That's a golden redfish. That's a golden redfish. I did go ahead and buy the large, I bought a large flower bed for the kin house. And like I said, I've been working on the summer welcome mats as well. So, okay, so I think let's swing back over to, go back to Bywater and see if there's any other fishing things that I haven't done over there. Oh, wow. So you have a lot of information here. So, for example, simple fish can be caught at the Bywater Pond. The odds are fairly good you'll catch a simple fish with every cast. Versus unlikely fish can be caught at the Bywater Pond. Your odds of catching all the unlikely fish are, well, unlikely. And, well, if there's a 90% chance to catch an easy fish, then there's only a 34% chance of doing 10 in a row. Okay. So, anyway, the odds are bad. Odds are bad, okay? It's really annoying. All right, so most of these quests reset with the server reset. So like Goldie Tunnelly here, it's going to reset in 6 hours and 13 minutes. That sounds sooner than server reset, but okay. Whereas, so Big Fish, Little Fish, that one that you need for the deed, his resets 24 hours after you do it. So I would not be able to do his again for another 12 minutes because I did it like this time of day yesterday. Now I don't need it, but that's, so if you're ever trying to get that one, you do want to keep an eye out for when he's available because he does not reset every day like the others do. Ah, thanks Moobot. We have new sales that are coming up. The LOTRO, because Thursday is when the sales kind of overlaps. We end up with last week's sales finishing up and the next week's sales starting up. So the new freebie code is regeneration food. You get 5 of those, and the code is Om Nom Nom. It's fantastic. I like it. Ah, I just completed A River Runs Through It. Good. Let's see. And then, let's see, Flobert Chub over here. Fishy, very fishy. That's that one. You know, you'll never finish this one. That one also is a 24-hour reset. So he also you have to keep an eye out for. So he's got 3 minutes because I did it around this time of day yesterday. Whereas like Nitty Grub here, this quartermaster, it's a daily thing. This is the Bywater version of that. Go to this location and fish for these fish. You know, you've got 20 minutes, but in this case, it's a 10-minute dealio. And you can work on those fine festival fishes here. Oh, here's the vendor that I like to go and sell my fish to. The reason why I like him better is notice he has a shorter list than the quartermaster had. So I am not going to, by mistake, sell any of those Kellepal or red fins or those ones that you would buy to do special stuff with. So I like this guy better because then I don't make any mistakes. So, well, hello, we got a couple of new folks over in the chat. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're hanging out here in Hobbiton Bywater, checking out the fishing and yeah, and talking about bartering away some of the fish that we're done with so we can get festival tokens. So rock on there. Okay, so I have 6 big fish. What an impressive fish you caught. The fishermen around you are jealous. Good for you. The fish can be bartered. So I'm gonna give away 2 of the big fish and I'm gonna get 3 tokens for that. I'm gonna do that again and again. So now I don't have to worry about that. I also have some easy fish, a fish that wasn't hard to catch. Well done regardless. They're like, yeah, nice job. All right, so I've gotten rid of those up to the point where I don't have them anymore, or can't trade away anymore. Simple fish, a fish that was a little more difficult to catch than the easy fish. Possible fish, a passably possible fish. The stakes are getting higher. And tricky fish, a tough fish to catch. Whoo! And you'll notice it takes fewer of the fish to barter to get tokens as they get to be harder. So at least there's that. And then, yeah, here's the unlikely fish. Let's see, you were as unlikely to catch a bad fish as you were likely to catch this unlikely fish. Lucky you. Now I have caught some puny fish, a fish that is puny and small. You notice that the fishermen around you are looking at you with a little less respect in their eyes than was there a moment ago. How embarrassing for you. That one cracks me up. And then we have the bad fish, which you get one of those each day, possibly, right? It says, yuck, you lose. Better luck next time. It looks like you're done with fishy for today. Fishy, very fishy. So those are the fish that you can trade away to them, and you'll notice none of those were the special ones. So that's kind of cool. All right, so I think as soon as this guy is done, he says, I can never seem to catch the right fish. This pond is bad luck, I tell you. Don't believe a word otherwise. I do believe you. Now, if you haven't learned how to fish, I believe you can learn from this hobby master here. The fishing supplier over here behind him, she can sell you a basic fishing rod. But you get one, I think, from learning the hobby. So I don't think you need to go buy one. I think it's if you like trashed yours and you need to buy another one. But woodworkers can make fishing poles, and so I'm wearing one now. I have one equipped. The well-crafted Lebrathron fishing rod, and it gives me +5 to my fishing skill, which doesn't help with any of this stuff. Basically, what that means is there's fish throughout Middle Earth, and they are like kind of in ranges, some of them. And so like you might be in a pond in an area that's a level 50 area, so the fish are level 50 fish. And if your fishing level is like level 12, it might take you a while to catch one and stuff like that. So you can artificially increase your fishing rating by having a better fishing pole. And then you're more likely to catch the higher level fish. Okay, Flobert is ready. And let's get a drink. He's got a lot to say. All right, he says, I have just the challenge for you. I hope you like a good gamble. You have an excellent opportunity to fish up all the lovely fish you want, and those fish will naturally earn you admiration in the fisherman faction, as well as the fine rewards that go with it. Oh man, that'd be a fun faction to have. Anyway, he says, however, one bad fish can spoil it all. Just one fish, and it's all over for the day. Your luck is done. That fish may be elusive at first, but the more you fish, the more likely you are to pull up that ominous fish that nobody wants. Best of luck to you, you'll need it. And it even says, the outcome of this quest is based on luck and is not affected by fishing skill. Now that's interesting, because it's based on luck. So I do wonder if the horseshoe helps, because maybe the horseshoe, it says it's a lucky horseshoe, so maybe it helps. Anyway, it's a repeatable quest I've never completed, of course. So I have to catch easy fish, and then the next one, the next one, the next one, as we talked about. Don't catch that bad fish. If I were to finish it, I would get a title, An Amazing Angler. All right, so we're going to accept his quest, and I will show you on stream how to fail it. Because that's how this is going to go. Or it's going to be a really exciting stream. There you go. So, right? Pull up your socks. Here we go. All right. So we have to catch 10 easy fish to get to the next level. I think each area has a minimum fishing level, otherwise you catch only trash. Possibly. You're a fish. Am I catching you? That's great. I like it. Okay, so what do we get? I'm really good at catching the bad fish, let me tell you. And it's cute. When you catch the bad fish, you do a cute little emote. Oh, hey, look, I got an easy fish. I've gotten into the second tier often. Like, I can get 10 easy fish pretty easily. 1 in 3 chance to get an easy fish? Why 1 in 3? Oh. All right, so what do we get? An easy fish. Yay! All right, so yeah, we're coming up on the hour here, or 2 hour, I should say. Oh, hang on, let's catch another fish. So if you had any other questions, now is a great time to ask. Oh, there we go, I caught the bad fish. You see the little stomping I did? That was funny. So that's it. That's, now I can try again in 24 hours. So maybe we should go for a swim. We'll go swimming with the fishes. Hey, are you a bad fish? Are you an easy fish? What kind of fish are you? What about you? What kind of fish are you? Wouldn't it be funny if you could swim underwater in this game? That'd be a hoot. There you go, I can be a fish. And you can put me in your little bag. I do find it funny that you can fish anywhere that you can stand up in the water. But you can't fish, like, you can stand here and fish, which is crazy. But if you start floating, you can't fish. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I am going to go back onto dry water. What? Are you fishing while you're swimming? Glub, glub. You are a bit underwater there. That is pretty wild. Yeah. All right. I think we have done just about all of the fishing quests here. All right. Yep. We're done with Goldie. We're done with him. We're done with you. Don't necessarily need to do the 10-minute one. Don't need to do hers. Milia Pot, you pick up the quest back at the party tree. It's one of the guys standing around in the middle, not too far from the dancing. And it's a vector quest. And she lets you fish for 10 minutes in the fishing hole and you catch Mathams. So if you are like, hey, I don't want to quest in the Shire, but I really want to get Mathams rep, this is a perfect way to do it. Just go and do her quest, fish for 10 minutes, you get all the Mathams you want, and then you just consume them. I think they're bound when they come out. I'm not 100% sure, actually. They might not be. But there's the folks standing here. I think it's Billard Pot, who gives you the vector quest that sends you down to talk to her. The Great Matham Fishing Swap, yeah. And that's a daily. So, that counts towards one of the 10 that you want to do of festival quest if you're trying to do 10 quests a day. Now it is really easy to do 10 quests. I mean, you can do 10 quests just right here in the party tree. You don't even have to go, well, 10 party tree plus the 2 races. I do that, and I'll have 10 in no time at all. So the stuff that's happening down in Bywater, I don't even end up needing to do those. Oh, but I did want to mention So let's see, that's D & Co. But I did want to mention that Mr. Hobbit has a blog, and they did a post called Farmers Fair Dailies and why you want to ignore everything I've said. But really the point of that is that he kind of says, here's how you can do like a really quick, like 15 minutes. Yeah, you can get 10 quests in 15 minutes. So that'd be a way to get through the Farmers Fair really fast, like if you're trying to do a bunch of characters or you don't have a lot of time for work and whatnot. So a lot of the information is good, especially if you're new to the stuff. And he's got some great pictures to show you where to go. Five Row Jedi also has really good pictures and coordinates on things. So it's kind of looks similar to that. And the thing though about this that I have found really useful is if you're doing the quest to do the market, and you know what, I'll tell you what, hang on just a second, I'll show you where that's at real quick. So I'm gonna bet myself over to Bywater. Oh no, I don't want to move those things because those are my things. I try not to sort my bags when I have my weapons in there because then I lose track of which ones are my weapons. Although if I'm not questing, it's not so bad. And if I don't have my weapons on, I shouldn't be questing. Okay, so if you are here in Bywater, there's a bunch of quests you can do. You can help out the mayor. You can throw rotten fruit at the bounder. You can go far afield and gather things to help restock the market. You can, yell at people that are a bit drunk. And then there's this one over here, which I haven't actually done yet today with Rose. But it's a 15-minute quest. So you pick it up and you've got 15 minutes. And then these customers here are going to have rings over their head. Here, I'll just go and pick it up, why not? So now you've got 6 customers here that want something. The one on this end, she wants you to get some apples. This one here wants you to do a mushroom stew, and the recipe's right over there, and that starts off the quest, or starts off that chain. This one here, what do they want? Oh, they want you to go yell at people, because they think people aren't working hard enough, whatever. But then you've got these 3 people, the ones on the right, and they each have a shopping list, and they want you to go pick up things in this area that are part of that shopping list. And so they will include bread, onions, which are over here, some breads that are there, some apples over there, and some meats that are over there. Oh, and cabbage right here. So when you get the list, you can open it. So like, for example, I can, she's like, oh, I've been waiting for service for quite a long time. This order isn't filling itself, Here's my list. Please find these items at once. I haven't got all day. And so I've got a quest, and here's the list. And she's like, fetch me the following. And there's some cute flavors text in there. She's like, onion, but red or white? Red is tasty, but white is better for cooking. Should I get both? Just one? Do I want red or white? Red, yes. Red, no. White, yes. So it's kind of silly. And then, apple, that's easy. Red, if I liked apples, which I don't. So none for me, thanks. So based on those things, you have to go around and pick up what they're looking for. And after a while, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, what is it? I almost have it memorized, but not quite. And so just like my running around through Minas Tirith, how I kind of put together that short list just to remind myself, turn left, turn right, do whatever, whatever I'm supposed to do. That's, I've found Mr. Hobbit's lists here really convenient. So first list, that's the first person on the left, and then the second list is the one in next one over, and then the third list is the one we just picked up, the one on the far end. And they're in the order more in the direction that we have here. So for example, let me see if I can do both. If I run, nope, I can't have it both going. But if I run over here, there's the cheese. So it's like cheese, onion, bread. You make a loop based on his list, as opposed to the shopping list that they give you would send me to the onion here, but then it would send me to the apple over there, and then it would send me back over here to the bread, and then back over here for the cabbage. So it's not a straight circle, not a straight line at all. So I like Mr. Hobbit's list because it helps me out with that, and I can just zoom through these really fast. So that was something else I wanted to share with you all today because that's been a convenient little shortcut to doing things. Okay, I think that is about all. I'm just gonna double check. Oh, my website, lifebeyondtheshire.com. I was gonna share that with y'all. So, man, B4 has been doing a great job of creating blog posts about their plug-in along, which is on Tuesdays here on the LOTRO stream channel, Twitch. And so basically every week, you know, he does a blog that accompanies what he did in the stream that day. Well, except for the last two, but he's way ahead of me in terms of keeping up with the blog posts. I have not been blog posting my videos onto the blog as well recently, so my apologies there. But lifebeyondtheshire.com, you'll also find a link to the YouTube channel where I do take these streams and I cross-post them there. You can also, of course, find them here on this Twitch channel. There is a playlist for each one of us, and so there is a playlist with my videos there. So you should be able to take a look there anytime if you want to catch up in stuff, anything. Yes, in defense, we did just move. So still, you know, getting things exciting. But I did put up that we were in the Shire today. So there we are. We've been running around here in the Shire. And I've got some Easter eggs over here of various things that may relate to the Farmers Fair, for those of you who like to look in the backgrounds and see what's going on there. So, all right. So this was the second week of Farmers Fair. There is one more week that we'll get to enjoy Farmers Fair together here on in the stream, and then Farmers Fair will be gone by the next time after that. So make sure you get out there and start doing all of your wrappers, because you know you don't want to miss out on these figments of splendor and that virtue experience and the optional crafting ingredients. Some good stuff there, and some Farmers Fair tokens. So yes, there are 15 days. Oops, that's not good. 15 days worth of sunny fair day and fun at the fair participation quests. So you'll want to get in on that. All right. So I think, what have we got going on? So tomorrow is Friday, and Court of the Rings will be on. He's got a special session where Raininia is going to be on, and they will be answering questions that people are posting on a Reddit thread. So if you want to get a question posted, go over to Reddit. There's a thread, and I think there's a post on the forums that takes you right to that. I don't know that right off the top of my head. But yeah, so yeah, just go to the forums or go to Reddit. There is a thread where you can ask questions, and Raininia and Cordovan will be working on answering those tomorrow on that stream. And then the Tolkien Professor will not be on tomorrow, but Druid's Fire will be. So you've got really awesome Q&A stuff happening, and then Druid's Fire will be on doing her cool stuff. So yeah, more Raininia. Actually, it's going crazy. I mean, he's like making the rounds. He's like he was on with Andang yesterday, and then I think he's done like Bloodborne and maybe somebody else recently. And so yeah, it's pretty exciting. And then of course Gundabad is coming up in probably September, October, November, sometime this fall. It's definitely coming this fall. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening coming up. So, okay, well, I think that is probably about it for me for today. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming along with us today and coming along and enjoying, you know, this fun stuff that we do. And I will see you next week for some more of the Farmers Fair. We're going to have a good time. So I really enjoy my time here in Middle Earth, and I hope that you found this stream enjoyable and informative, and I hope that you enjoy your time in Middle Earth as well. So wherever you go and whatever you do, I encourage you to stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye now.